Good morning, afternoon, and evening to all my YouTube family and friends. Welcome to Belinda's Country Living. I'm Belinda here, and today's video we will be making a homemade pumpkin pie. Now also, this is a requested recipe for pumpkin pie. So Trina, here is your recipe and your video, and I hope you enjoy. So let's get started. The first thing you want to do is to preheat your oven to 450 degrees. You will need 1 large can of 100% pure pumpkin. That is 29 ounces. So let's get that out of here. Now we are making 2 pies today. So if you don't want to do 2 pies, then just half the recipe. Let's get all that goodness out of there. You're also going to need 3 cups of evaporated milk. So there's 1. And then 2. So that is the total of 3 cups. Now I'm lightly going to mix this before I turn on my mixer. Just incorporate that pretty good. And a little tip, when you get ready to turn your hand mixer on, you want to do that on low speed. If not, you'll be wearing this and maybe your wall will too. So, you're going to need 1 teaspoon of cloves, 1 teaspoon of nutmeg, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Now, because we like more spices in our pumpkin pie, I also use a teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. Now, I've already got them all measured out in this glass. We're just going to dump that in there. This is a very easy recipe. My grandsons love pumpkin pie, sweet potato pie, and I guarantee you, if I'm going to get a piece of this, I'm going to have to get it quickly because they would just eat nonstop. So I've incorporated that around. You're also going to need 4 beaten eggs. So I've already got 4 eggs in here, and I'm just going to whisk that some. Now I am using a pre-made pie shell. This is a great value. I'm doing the lazy way today. And I've already got in the pan, and that is a 9-inch deep dish pie pan. And I like to use the glass. So I have got that mixed up, whisked very well. Now I'm going to pour that in there. Now, because I'm doing this video, I had everything pre-measured for you. That way I don't bore you. So I'm mixing this around with my spatula. And now I'm going to turn on the mixer. This is a very, very simple pie. I believe you make a sweet potato pie same way you do, but only have sweet potatoes. Now I'm going to start this on low because I don't want to wear all this pumpkin. And I like to put my hand over the top of the bowl in case it does splatter out some. Mix that up real well. Doing very good. Now you're also to this, we are going to add a cup of sugar. Let me get it here. 1 cup of sugar. And if you don't have enough of the sugar, and you got some brown sugar, you can add half and half. I do that sometimes. I'm putting a little bit more because this was not a full cup. If y'all wondering what I'm doing here. Now let's go ahead and mix this up. Whoa. See what I mean? Yeah. Mix that up real well. Now you can, depend on your liking, you can taste this. I always taste because I may want to add some more sugar. I may want to add some more spices. So let me taste this. That's very good. I think it's going to be all right. Get this out of here. Don't want to make any more bigger a mess than you have to. So let's just take your spatula and really mix it up again really well. Hope y'all are having a wonderful day today. Here in Indiana, it was very, very cool this morning. And so I thought, well, this will be a good day to turn the oven on and do some baking. And like I said, I've got a lot of requests for videos, for recipes, and I am working real hard on that. Okay, now we're gonna dip this out. I love this little dipper here. It's got a little handle where you can put it on the side of your bowl or your pot. This belonged to my mother, so every time I'm cooking, I use this. I think of my mother. Okay, let's put this in an unbaked, it says 9-inch pie shell. And my deep dish is 9.5 inches. So like I said, it's 450 degrees preheated oven, and you will bake this for 15 minutes at 450. And then you're going to reduce your oven temperature to 350. And you will bake this for 50 minutes to an hour. Depends on your oven. And I like to put a baking sheet underneath the pie plate just in case there's any spillage. So that one is ready. So remember, This is to make 2 pies. So if you want to do just 1 pie, split the recipe in half and just use a smaller can of pumpkin. And this is for a 100% pre. It's pure pumpkin. Now what I like to do is take 1 egg and just a little bit of sugar, just a dab. And we're going to just whisk that egg up. And I'm going to brush the edge of this pie. I'm going to brush the dough, and this will really give that edge of the pie crust a real glossy sweetness. I'm going to brush that on. We're going to dab it. I don't think I got it all mixed up very well. Let me do it again. Yeah, they'll come home from school and they'll have these 2 pies ate in no time. My grandson, his girlfriend's gonna be over after school. It's an early release day today, and she is wanting to make some cookies. So I'll be doing a video on that. So let's just brush that around. And what I'm going to do with the leftover egg here is I will stick this in the microwave and I will scramble this egg for my little dog. And it's good. Eggs are good for your dogs. Gives them a shiny coat. So that's what I did there. I brushed that. So we will put this in the oven as soon as my oven is done preheating. And we will bake this, like I said, for 450 degrees, 15 minutes. Then reduce your oven to 350 degrees, and you want to bake for about 50 minutes to an hour. And when this is done, I will get back with you. Okay, we are back and the pies are done. It took exactly 50 minutes to bake these 2 pies. Now they have been on my cooling rack and they've cooled for about 30 minutes. That way I'll be able to cut a piece and do a taste test. Also, I'd like to remind you that if the holidays are right around the corner, if you prepare the pumpkin mix, you can put this in the refrigerator, covered of course, and then the following day, take that out, put it in a pie shell and bake it. Now you can leave this pumpkin in the refrigerator for 2-3 days before you actually use them. So that's more of a time saver if you're baking and cooking other things for the holidays. That way you have the pumpkin pie ready to put in your pie shells and bake at the last minute. Also, I did cover the pie crust with some aluminum pie shield. But these are supposed to be throwaway, but I saved them. I bought these last year and I saved them. So when you're baking your pie shells, you want to just place them over, and that way your the edges of your pie will not burn. So I'm going to set one of these aside, and we are going to cut this. I want to thank all of you for viewing my video and watching. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. And please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. So let's cut this and see how we're doing. The crust, the edge of the pie is very glossy, a beautiful color, and it's just cutting up very nicely. Very firm. Oh yeah, it's gonna be good, y'all. My favorite part of a pie is the crust. Oh my goodness. It is so sweet. That crust. And of course I gotta have some Reddi-wip on mine. I'm going to bring you a little closer and show you. Look at that. Doesn't get any better than that. Let me tell you. Oh yeah. Oh, and it just smells good enough to eat. It's still warm. And oh my. I'm having my first piece before the kids get home from school. They'll be eating this. Very, very good. Y'all gotta try this recipe. It's absolutely delicious. But here in my kitchen, I cook the way I want to cook. The same way you cook the way you want to cook. And we all learn from each other. I love to try new recipes and try them out. And most of the time, I do not measure anything. But I have made pumpkin pie for many, many years. So I've got it right here. It's upstairs, so I just know how to do a pumpkin pie. So until the next time, again, I hope y'all enjoy this pumpkin pie recipe. And again, Trina, this was for you, and I hope you enjoy the pumpkin pie.